just outside Cork City, where we're at the start of a new 50 stall installation. Concrete has been just poured on the deck yesterday, so we're just wetting it down to stop it from cracking. I'm going to do a walkthrough because I think it'd be really good to see it without any milking equipment on it or even motors, so that you can get an idea of the build quality and how an actual rotary is put together. So we'll go through a walkthrough now. You can see the rotary. So it's a 50 stall rotary, and what's great about our rotary is that we bolt everything together. We put in the shutter and pan, which is designed specifically for each rotary, and then we reinforce it, and then the builder comes and concretes it the way you see it. But it's very easy to concrete it because all the bales bolt onto it afterwards rather than having the concrete guy having to do it before it. You can see pools of water around the rotary, and that simply is because the falls we have, actually all the drains are on the inside, so all the water runs to the inside, but the drains are blocked at the moment. We want to keep the whole platform damp to stop it from cracking. A customer has put his offices at the front. I'm actually up on top of them at the minute. You can see the heights on different things here, just the top ones for the low bulk tanks, but because he slabbed everything, he can use upstairs for anything like viewing gallery, offices, even accommodation as well if he wants to. So we'll just take a walk down the stairs and we'll go for a walk around the parlour and the rotary. So the room we're in now is the chemical room. There's loads of space, or actually I could be wrong, it's not the chemical room. No, I'm right, chemical room, and then we're going to have a staff room in here, and then there's a wall to go up here. And as we come out onto the rotary, you'll see it's still very early in the build, so it's great because again it gets you to see it. So if we go in here, 2 twin bulk tanks will be in here, and we have a drain at the front of them, and we'll have the pipe up on the wall here with the hose to go to each bulk tank. This room here is going to be the milk washroom. So we've got some stuff in there like the receiver vat or the milk wash vat, and then we're going to have an access point here for doing calf feeding. And then as we come out around the rotary, so all we do is whenever the rotary's poured, we pour the rotary static. It doesn't turn, and we prop it then so everything hardens and it doesn't allow any movement or anything to flex. We want everything to stay solid, and I'll show you, we'll go in here, how we stop the rotary from moving and keep it level is, see these locking clamps? There's multiples of them around the rotary to keep the rotary in a fixed position, and they do not move until we are actually going to turn the rotary for the first time, so the full build there on. And you can also see here we concrete in the feet as well, and we have our own casts for that as well. So yeah, we try to make this part as painless as possible. You can see as well here the double I-beam, 2 rollers per point, and you can see here the stainless steel lines running through for milk, pulsation, wash, and the retention, and a button for out the front of the bale. In here then is where his herd's office is. So there's a window out to look at the deck. Computer's going to be in here, different bits and bobs. Then we have a handy floor for the operator. It's being built at the minute, so handy floor can go up and down to adjust for the customer and what height he is. And as we start to walk on round, you'll see here collecting yard, so you can see all my squiggles on the ground, yellow lines and things. So this customers went for pre-sort. So what happens is cows come into the collecting yard, and it'll be a long lead-in race. And what will happen is that cows will come in, they'll get ID'd at this point, and then we have a sort gate with that yellow line with the direction, and it'll shed the cows into this pen. Any troublesome cows, any cows with mastitis, colostrum cows, we milk them all at the end and let the main flow of cows walk straight onto the rotary, get them milked and back out to the grass again, and the rest of the cows, any issue cows, is into this pre-sort area. Rotary's an anti-clockwise rotary, so cows will be coming off in this area, and they will turn and they will walk down this wall here. There's going to be 2 sort gates and a footbath down the raceway. The first sort gate is going to be into the AI pen, and that is driven directly off the NEAT collar, so there's no interface software. If the cow is in high activity, it will shed her into that pen without the customer touching it. And then the bottom pen will be for the everything off the parlour. So if you want to sort cows off the parlour or you have a vet day, it'll all go in there. And then we're going to run a crush the whole way down this wall then. There will be a raised platform at this point at the same height as the Rotary, and with a flip down deck, and the customer, if he's wanting to do any vaccinations or testing, can drop it down and test everything while it's there. So we'll just keep walking in to where the vacuum pump room and stuff is, and then I'll take you into the centre. So so into here you can see the Airstar vacuum pumps being built, and the guys are doing a great job, nice and tidy. And then it's going down the tunnel. You'll notice large vacuum lines, 6-inch vacuum lines into it. Our two silencers are here, and we'll put them outside the wall. And then as we turn around to go down the tunnel, customer wanted it out. He didn't want a T-type formation. He wanted it into his vacuum pump room. So we go down, we walk across, and then we're up. So again, it's great to see it at this point. You can see the plastic around the Rotary to stop any drips, and also for protecting things. You can see the aqua prop. So again, this is what I'm saying about whenever we go to build the Rotary, we build it like this, the steel works all in, and then we lock everything in position. So you can see here the locking mechanisms that holds the top and bottom I-beam together, and the wheels all in place, and then we have a leveling plate on the top. So we lock everything in place. There's no welding done. Everything's U-bolted, and everything's nuts, bolts, and nylon nuts on it as well. You can see here the posts for hanging milk lines and wash lines, pulsation lines. You can see then the drive plate, so checker plate both sides, and then a thick plate in the middle for holding it all together. That's what we drive on. And where it's particularly, because I get asked this a lot, is how does your drains work? So our drains all slope to the inside here. You'll see them right around the Rotary. And then basically we feed them back through the top of the very top I-beam, and then they will come out in this back drain. So it means that no dirty water will be in the inside of the Rotary, or water with manure in it. And it means that the deck is falling inward, so it means that whenever you're washing the deck, all the water's not flowing back towards you as an operator. You can see here then the box action frames for holding everything together, and that's where our power supplies will be. And you can see there they're starting to put up the vacuum lines out across to the Rotary as well. With it, we'll go right here. What else is there? Motor frames are here, but the cutouts, but the motors aren't in place yet. You can see some of the bracketry for the motors. So motor frames are in place. Again, it supports the I-beam and bolts it together. As I said, you've got 2 wheels per point, double I-beam, and again you can see another lock mechanism there. We put a lot of effort in doing this in order to keep the Rotary perfectly level during installation process. The better we do at this point in the install, the longer the life of the Rotary. If you're out on this point, you're going to chew through wheels, you're going to chew through I-beams. This is the point where you have to take the time to make sure it's done correctly. And then we've also got top skirt on, and that's the thickness again of our curb edge right round top and bottom. So we've put an extra deep curb edge in order to add strength, but also to stop any manure coming through into the center. And everything's precast here. So the builder down for this job was James Walsh, and precast his own round shutters as well. I've done another project with him, so it's been pretty straightforward, this build so far. And as I said, it looks a bit untidy in here. There is a lot of stuff. The guys are working, but we're getting there. You can see center tower as well for holding the whole thing together. So again, this acts like a massive bearing here. So this has got a phosphorus bronze bush in the inside of it, and then it gets pumped full of grease, and then that turns with the Rotary, and then this frame supports our vacuum swivel, our milk swivel, our electrical swivel, compressed air swivel. So this is to give you some ideas of what we're doing. Okay, I'm going to let you go this time, and as I said, we'll keep a few videos going of the build, and then you can, if there's any questions, let me know.